Here's why Exodus has potential to be amazing. Give us a like and subscribe for more videos from me in the future. Let's go! The developers are geeking out about their own game. There are countless videos on Exodus's YouTube channel and one on IGN with the two lead developers James Ohlen and Chad Robertson talking about Exodus Become the Traveller. In the IGN one from about a year ago, they are literally stopping themselves from talking about the game. They're geeking out about it.
With one of these pieces of ancient technology. And I should let you ask another question.
They are passionate about this game, and you can feel the excitement of them coming out the screen. If they are this confident about it, that's a big positive sign for us Mass Effect fans, and I think we're in for a real treat. The talent working on the game. Right, I'll just list them off. Drew Karpyshyn is the writer, and he is the guy that wrote Mass Effect. He is a real writer. He isn't actually a gamer. He wrote Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, loads of comic books and all sorts. James Ohlen is leading the project. He's the one that assembled the team for Archetype Entertainment. He was one of the main dudes behind Dragon Age Origins. He was a lead designer. Yep, it gets better. He's gone and pinched all the OG Bioware developers for Exodus. Chad Robertson was a lead on Dragon Age Inquisition, for example. Remember when Veilguard was coming out and the developers, they were all new and a lot of fans wondered where the original talent went? This is where they went. And a big one, a bonus. Peter F. Hamilton is one of the best sci-fi writers on the planet, and he wrote a book set in the Exodus universe. And he has had a huge influence on the game as well as Drew Karpyshyn. The Mariyama trailer from a couple months back, the creepy space monster thing, James Ohlen said that they made like a page-long description of the Mariyama and they gave that to Peter F. Hamilton, and it was him that went all out on developing them for his book. So there's a major thing about this game that Peter F. Hamilton directly influenced. The writing will be unreal in this game, the lore. James Ohlen said that they have turned out as creepy and evil as he wanted. Now that is crucial for him saying that, right? Remember, this is the guy that was the lead designer on Origins. And what's the one thing that Dragon Age Origins had over even Inquisition and the Veilguard? The darkness, the creepiness. Yes, they're making it a game heavily inspired, leaning into Mass Effect, but this is a game and it's going to have the darkness of Dragon Age Origins mixed in there as well, and I think that is genius. We're getting a hybrid of Mass Effect and Dragon Age Origins, gamers. Yes! Twist on the Chosen One storyline. So you play as June, who is part Celestial. He can use the Celestial technology and weaponry which makes him special, the Chosen One who will save everyone. Well, kind of. In the latest Q&A with the developers of Exodus, the two of them are asked which character revealed thus far would they love to be in real life. Now Chad Robertson said June because he's the playable character, he'd love to get to know them. But James Ohlen said he'd be a Crown Celestial, and he's trying to convince him, he's like, because they can do everything that June can do. You know, they live for thousands of years and they can install tech in their head or something that means they can make themselves have the personality needed at that moment to get out of situations, maybe trying to make you have sympathy for them or trying to persuade you, so that's exciting for the game. June is powerful amongst humans, but the Celestials are way more powerful and are far beyond the humans in this game. What that means is June is powerful, but he has little chance against the Celestials, and the Crown Celestials or whatever, they must be like top tier, most powerful beings, and sounds like they would take June down no problem. June is the chosen one amongst humans, but they can't fight the Celestials. It sounds like they lose every single time, and I love that idea. It's like Thanos or Galactus in the original Marvel comics. It's like the heroes can't beat these guys, right? They are way too powerful for them. I mean, there are bound to be boss fights against them, or they build the technology up so far that they can take them on at the end or something, but we'll see how it goes. The music. Now, I was right on a video a while back. The music in the trailer looks to be the actual main theme of Exodus, not just trailer music made for it. In the latest Founders Q&A video for January 2025, it closes out, and for the first time, you can hear the music, which I highly believe is the real theme of the game, for the first time, with no talking or sound effects over it, and it sounds brilliant. It sounds epic, but a tragic tone to it, but also it's got that sort of interstellar space kind of mood going on. I love it. The game looks to have an amazing musical score, and that is giving clues to me as to what the tone of the game will have. I think this game will be an emotional roller coaster because the music is giving off that vibe to me. I cannot wait to hear more of it. Release the music, Archetype, please. Just that track for me as a single, that would be ace. Competition. Now, I think the word comparison is key for this. There are a lot of games out there that you can't compare against each other because they are totally different. Not this time. Exodus is a game that is heavily leaning into Mass Effect. So naturally, when this game releases, a lot of people will naturally compare it, one, to old Bioware, like Origins and the Mass Effect trilogy, but also they're going to compare it to the latest Bioware game, Veilguard. I definitely will be, right? Now, unfortunately, a lot of gamers weren't that impressed with Dragon Age the Veilguard. I loved the never-ending battle level where you fight the two dragons at the end. I loved that, but overall, it was just missing something for me as a gamer. It didn't sell very well, for example, but this is a big opportunity for Archetype to swoop in with a classic Bioware-style game. And all the people that felt let down by Dragon Age will likely give Exodus a go. And here's the thing. If Exodus does stick the landing, and it is an all-time classic, on par with the original Mass Effect trilogy, then people will love it even more because of the Veilguard. That comparison will make Exodus look even better if it is a great game, like we all want it to be. But another thing, that might shake up Bioware and make them get new writers and people in, make them up their game, and it might make the next Mass Effect game better. Competition is a great thing because Bioware might react and it will make them better. The gameplay. The celestial tech looks awesome. There's a bit, I've said this in a previous video, where he makes a walkway and the red energy beam lights going on as if he's forming this bridge was the moment where I loved the trailer. It's an old school idea, making a bridge to get from A to B in a game, but the way it looks here is super cool. The boss fights look great. The space bear, that robot shooting these big green energy beam things. I think the lighting looks awesome in these snippets. The shot where June is slapping the bear. The combat has that Mass Effect 2 feel to me, how sharp it was. It was punchy, and this game appears to have that element. But this time it's not 3 years between Mass Effect 1 and 2. It's over 12 years now. I think it's going to be phenomenal. And that's what I'm missing in the gaming world. I miss the old school stuff from 2010 and that time. At that point, gaming was more niche than it is now. It was smaller. There was no big famous streamers or game awards. It was games made for the players. Like Skyrim and all these games were massive because people just loved them. We were playing them on our own, and developers were making so many games and bringing them out at that time. So many lightning in a bottle games were made because those developers were ambitious and learning new ways to develop games year in, year out, trying to one-up the last entry in the series every single time for the most part. Recently, only a few games have tried to raise the bar. Baldur's Gate 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, Elden Ring. I'd potentially stick Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 in that category. That looks like it's really trying to outdo the original tenfold. Like, the Dragon Age, the Veilguard team were brought in when they had already made the jumps in technology. We are already at a point in gaming where it's hard to make huge jumps, whereas in 2010, that time, for years, gaming was just getting better and better and better because of the people there. They were passionate and made all of these discoveries. They are the ones that figured out how to build big, awesome games through trial and error every single time. Mass Effect to Mass Effect 2, play them back to back, even the Legendary Edition. Mass Effect 2 is just so much sharper, the gameplay just feels way better, it's awesome. Now let's get those developers who figured out all the tricks to get from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2 within 3 years to come back and see what they can do today. They have been working on Exodus for years at this point already. They have ramped up the trailers in recent months. We are constantly getting Q&As from the lead developers and they seem so excited about this game, and that makes me excited. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me in the future about Exodus or just gaming in general. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.